even the tallest mountain is under the sky. Just like this, even if we do many great things, we should always stay humble, and remember there's so much more to learn and understand in the big, wide universe. Once upon a time, there was a wise man who lived in the busy city of Zhou. He was a wise and powerful man who was often asked for advice. In the middle of the city, a young scholar came to see the wise man. He had heard stories about how smart he was. He wanted to meet this respected person and find out what made him so humble. Even though the wise man had a lot of information and was respected, he had always been a humble, friendly person. The young scholar tried to figure out how to solve this puzzle. The young scholar walked up to the wise man and asked, "How is it, wise master, that even though you are very wise and have a lot of power, you are still as humble as the grass beneath our feet?" The courtyard went quiet as people waited to hear what the wise man would say. The wise man just smiled and pointed to a mountain far away. "See that mountain, young scholar?" he asked. "It is the tallest and most impressive thing for miles around. It has a healthy ecosystem, gives people a place to live, and is admired by everyone who sees it. Yet, it bows to the sky." The scholar looked confused, so the wise man said, "The mountain is tall, but the sky is much bigger. It doesn't brag about how high it is, and it doesn't make the sky seem less big. In the big picture of the universe, it is tall and modest." As the wise man's words echoed around the courtyard, the young learner and everyone else in the room began to understand. The mountain was a symbol for a person, and the sky was a symbol for the world and all the wisdom it held. Just like the mountain, a man, no matter how smart or powerful he is, must always be humble in front of the wisdom of the universe. This was the wise man's secret to humility. He was the mountain, deeply rooted in the ground of wisdom but always aware of the vast sky of knowledge he had yet to explore. He knew that humility wasn't a sign of weakness or being unimportant. Instead, it was a sign of power. It helped him listen more, keep learning, value others, and, most importantly, stay grounded in the fact that he was a small part of the vast universe. This story is a significant story that gently reminds us that in the grand show of life, we are all just mountains under an endless sky. Everyone has the ability to be great, but we must also be aware of how big the sky is and how much we still don't know. In this story, there is a lesson about life and wisdom. Humility is not about diminishing our achievements. Instead, it's about realizing that we can always learn and grow. It's about recognizing that there are things we don't know and trying to learn and understand more. This story reminds us that we all have mountains inside of us that stand tall and strong, as well as a vast, limitless sky that we bow to. For even the tallest mountain is under the sky. Just like this, even if we do many great things, we should always stay humble, and remember there's so much more to learn and understand in the big, wide universe.